The 4Ps episode 58 begins now. So get ready for some original, informative, entertaining short video content being delivered right to your screen through the power of digital. Digital content has been in the news and dominating our social feeds lately thanks to Gillette's lightning rod of a video challenging men to do and be better. Now, message in the spot is important, and it is right. And with the exception of a few blowhard conservatives pushing back against the anti-man propaganda in the video, no one should disagree with this theme. Gillette has certainly not been a leader in bringing important narratives to the forefront, so doing so now may seem, and the criticism is that it is opportunistic and less risky, but so what? We can all do and be better. And while we can talk a lot about Gillette's past, let's just be grateful that they're adding something positive to the narrative. That was like a bonus P just there. So you're getting 5 Ps today. But here's something professional. I just started working with and helping a truly transformational company. Now, I don't want to talk about them specifically yet, as I'm sort of, just getting up to speed, but they already have an incredible track record working with brands directly. And there is what I think is a tremendous opportunity for agencies to benefit from what they offer and can do as well. Now, many of you are probably familiar with the creative content production triangle, right? Cost, quality, and speed, and how you can get 2, but getting that third is typically hard or impossible. Well, finally, this company has solved that quality, speed, affordability riddle where they can create high-quality content for brands, for clients, for agencies, in a way that will help your P&L and do so very quickly by tapping into something really interesting. And they do it at scale. So look, I have been there with you, agency friends and folk, and I know what it takes and costs for agencies to make content. So this is truly going to benefit social and digital, PR, creative, and even media agencies. It's a win-win for everybody. And even though I am confident that agency leads and teams are going to see immediate value, I would just value your input and agency people's feedback as to how to help make this work. So agency folk, you may be hearing from me shortly so that I can pick your brain. I promise you it will be worth it, and I appreciate it. Over the last week, I've had the unique pleasure of being deposed for a civil case. I am neither the plaintiff nor the defendant in said case. I am just a witness, but wow, what a fun experience. I will tell you this. Being on Mrs. Caro's mock trial law team back in high school actually served me well here, and I was ready for the opposing attorney to be contentious. Of course, she was quite lovely and in no way confrontational at all, but as a county and state champion, as both an attorney and a witness on the law team, I still remember ideal witness preparation and courtroom decorum and even some of the facts and details about some of those cases that were now 25 years ago. And one of them, interestingly enough, was about a lawsuit against an elementary school for exposing students to chemicals and dangerous carpet adhesives, which is ironic because my children's elementary school, as we speak, is examining the source of noxious and foul odors that are permeating through one of the areas and has displaced several classes in the school. So there to think about it, my 10th grade performance as embattled school principal Dr. Jaime Ruiz should validate my credentials as an expert witness if I need to testify. Many people looking for work or simply just a change of career leverage the power of their LinkedIn network. And that's smart. It's truly remarkable what it's become. But more and more, companies, large and small, are leveraging more focus sites to share and publicize their job openings. It makes sense. LinkedIn is about people networking with each other. Glassdoor is about the companies and information about the companies. Now, while many companies post open roles across multiple sites and locations, companies actually are now reporting better success on Glassdoor and using Glassdoor because the applicant pool is better self-filtering there. Now on LinkedIn, an open role could get like 1,000 applicants thanks to their very easy apply tool, which makes a recruiter's life impossible. And the barrier to entry, though, on Glassdoor is slightly higher, and it helps keep some of the riffraff out from applying to those roles. So practically, employers should definitely be including job postings there, no matter how angry you may be about a negative review from someone who worked there 2 years ago. That was probably not even that good of an employee anyway. And applicants, don't forget to check Glassdoor for some great listings that aren't necessarily going to be posted everywhere else. Last and, well, probably least, let's take a trip overseas, where we are just 72 days away from the Brexit. Now, maybe it's the silly name, or maybe it's just xenophobia, but many Americans struggle to understand what's going on over there. And here are the basics. The UK is its own sovereign country, right? Just like the United States, and can choose which alliances it chooses to be part of. Now, the national legal vote to withdraw from a treaty that created the European Union is certainly within the UK's right to do. It would be kind of like the US backing out of NAFTA without a reasonable backup plan for trade accords within our hemisphere. Oh wait, that's happening. But despite some very dumb pundits on television erroneously describing it as something like Texas deciding it no longer wants to be part of the United States, it's not. As much as some people would love to give Texas back to Mexico, considering we may or may not have obtained it through questionably illegal methods 150 years ago, that's not going to happen. However, British citizens do have some say in their government, just like we do, through their elected parliament, which continues to reject Brexit plans and how it's all going to happen that are being put forth by the Prime Minister. But here's why it really matters. A lot hangs in the balance, especially for the United States. The United Kingdom is the fourth largest export destination for American goods and even services. And if there's no Brexit and the details around it kind of get screwed up, the British pound will potentially suffer, which then makes the cost to buy our goods in the UK more expensive. Our manufacturing industries and farming and agriculture could be the hardest hit and would almost definitely cause a recession. The best case scenario is actually just no Brexit taking place and things being the status quo, and we continue to improve the existing trade relationships. But who knows what's going to happen over the days and weeks to come. Cross your fingers.